Good morning and welcome back to Cold Waters. I'm Captain Numpty and here's me boat. This is a Swiftsure class Royal Navy attack submarine, and today we're going to have a bit of lighthearted fun with Tariff Wars. So let's go ahead and conclude this battle. This was a success, but we're not going to count this one. I got a sturgeon. So we're going to do best of three, and it's going to be a one-on-one, and we're in the middle of the Norwegian Sea. Go ahead and do this. So I'm facing one of these enemy boats. We don't know which one. It's a random one, and so we'll go ahead and start that. This is set in 1984, and so in '84 the spearfish was but a dream, a wink in an admiral's eye, however you might wish to express that. So we're going to remove all the spearfish. And I'm that confident, we're just going to go ahead and use a small number of tigerfish. So we actually have a total of 12 on board, plus 4 harpoons. We're not going to need the harpoons, but you never know. Not going to use any sea lance here. Let's go ahead and get stuck in.
Con, sonar, new contact.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Right, first things first, let's go ultra quiet. Now, tigerfish is the weapon I'm using. Is not as good as the Mark 48. Mark 48 is a wonderful weapon. It's fast, it's deadly, and that's a permit. And
Con, sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
It's a long range and a very sensitive warhead. Tigerfish, a little less so. It's not as fast, it'll do 35 knots. I can still catch all the American boats, but not so easily. And he's just below the layer. Now, I have the benefit of the Royal Navy budget cuts over the years, which has run down my arsenal of equipment. However, in this scenario, the permit captain, he has the disadvantage of having to justify all of his purchasing to the Department of Governmental Efficiency, which means if he goes ahead and fires half a dozen Mark 48s and drops half a dozen noisemakers for one lousy, limey submarine, that might not count as a victory for him. Now let me see. His Todare might get a... He's not going to hit me unless he runs active. I'm going to go ahead and just try something. We're going to pop up.
Con, sonar, Sierra 1 is cavitating.
I'm going to pop up towards the surface. Now, is he climbing? Is he ascending or descending or just increasing his speed?
Passing 300 feet.
It's interesting. We're going to pop below the duct and the layer here. Pop above it even. We are currently below it. And see if that makes a difference.
Con, sonar, new contact bearing 291. Designated Sierra 2.
Yeah, we're a little harder to hear, just above the layer.
Passing 200 feet.
We do have what appears to be a surface I'm guessing a surface contact. The clue is that as you get above the layer, so you detect it. So we'll go ahead and identify this. I dare say it's civilian, but I might be wrong. It's probably a trawler. We'll see. Don't think that quite matches. I think, yeah, it's a trawler.
Con, sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as merchant.
Right, what's my permit doing? It says 5,000 yards. I don't think, yeah, he's below the layer still. He doesn't have a chance of detecting me. I'm wondering if he's moving quickly. I think he might be, because minus 32 decibels. I could launch at this distance and got a pretty reasonable chance of my weapon reaching him. He wouldn't hear it until it was right on him, but I don't want to do that right now. In fact, I'm going to accelerate time. He's coming right at me. Now it's slowed down, I reckon. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I think he's coming right at me. Which, to be fair, I mean, he maybe doesn't know where I am. I don't think he does. He should just be doing 5 or 6 knots. We don't have... Yeah, we don't know what he's doing. Get himself up to periscope depth.
Make depth 4,
Okay,
5 feet.
now he's diving. So if we lose him, we know he's underneath us.
Con, dive at 4, 5 feet. Dive high.
Still nothing. He's got nothing on me. Got a good acoustic return on him, and I think Pyramid is an older boat than the Swift Shore. It's not dramatically older. He's got a good sensor suite. It's good to see that being put to use, but he's not able to detect me right now. Getting closer though. And we've got him at 2,500 yards, give or take. Oh, okay, now he might have just detected me. Let's turn off accelerate time. Let's take a quick look at him. There he is. And if we look up, we should see myself. Let's go to my view. I know it looks the same. It's a limitation. There he is. Right, well, I'm going to go ahead and turn towards him. I don't want to fire right now. I think what I want to do is get him to spend some of his budget on firing at me.
Come left to 302, helm
So
I.
we'll turn towards him. He can most definitely hear me. I'm tempted just to kill engines. I don't think it'd make a difference, though. Yep, okay, so he's pinging me. He's about to launch, I reckon.
Con,
There it goes.
sonar, launch
Okay.
transient from Sierra 1.
Well, here's my surprise face. I figured he would fire up on me, so what we're going to do,
Con, sonar, we are cavitating.
make a ton of noise. We're going to get down to his depth. It's going to make it a little easier to evade.
Con, sonar, torpedo in the water, torpedo in the water, bearing 318.
That torpedo is going to be coming up to my depth, so if I can get below it,
Passing 100
which I won't
feet.
be able to,
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 318. Contact faded.
Passing 200
so it's
feet.
coming up to my level. If I can get below the layer and get my depth on,
Passing
I
300
could
feet.
possibly
Con, sonar, no longer cavitating.
Passing 400
not get
feet.
detected by it. There we go. Okay.
Passing 500 feet.
Yeah, and see now it's
Passing 600
dropping its
feet.
depth again, so it thinks it knows where I am. I'm going to try and confuse it and get above the layer. I don't think I can do it in time, no. Well, I can't. All right, fair enough. It's worth a try. So now we'll do something of a head-on pass then, shall we? Because of what could possibly go wrong here. I mean, a lot could really go wrong. We'll try a bear around to the right.
Passing 700
Don't
feet.
blink. Oh, this is very, very close.
Con,
Do a
knuckle
knuckle,
form.
and we'll drop a noisemaker, like so. And we'll reverse the turn again, and we'll try and drop below it.
Passing 800 feet.
I don't think it worked, but hopefully it's going to avoid me. Yes, it is. Right, as it goes above us, we're going to
Passing 1,000
head
feet.
for the surface again. Heading towards the bad guy. Now this torpedo is turning around. It's coming around on my 9 o'clock.
Passing 1,000 feet.
There it is, and it's probably going to detect me. This is a Mark 48. There we
Passing
go.
900
Okay.
feet.
So it's already detected me. That's fine.
Con, knuckle
We'll
form.
turn towards it.
Passing
A
700 feet.
little tight, David, but I think we've made it yet. So
Passing 600 feet.
we've dropped off its sensors, and now we're going to reverse the
Passing
turn.
500 feet.
Head for the deck again. Now, a little dangerous to do this right on top of it. Look at that. Beauty. It's going to
Con,
continue
knuckle
its
form.
programming and rise up, and I actually want to get down a little.
Passing 500
I want to
feet.
head towards the bad guy.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for.
Passing 600 feet.
So here he comes. So if I can use his torpedo
Passing
against him,
700 feet.
I think that probably counts as 2.
Passing 800 feet.
Straighten up,
Passing 900
level out.
feet.
Okay, here it comes.
Con, sonar,
Ping
switching to
actively,
active
see
search.
if we can detect where he is. Nope, we can't.
Con,
Yes, we
knuckle
can.
form.
There he is. Now, it's got him as a little less depth than me.
Con,
I
knuckle
have a
form.
noisemaker. And noisemakers are not cheap,
Passing 900
but cheaper than...
feet.
Oh, look at that.
Con, knuckle formed.
Now, a risky move here, but we'll see if we can pull this off. I don't know that I can.
Passing 700 feet.
basically going to drop in this guy's
Passing
shorts.
600 feet.
So we're turning hard into him. I want to see if I can basically jump right below him. I could just fire at this point,
Passing
but
600
I'll
feet.
drop my speed and fire. Okay, this thing is coming around at me.
Passing 700.
Who's it going to go for, me or
Con
you?
sonar, switching to passive search.
So far it looks like it's going for me.
Con,
Give
knuckle
it a
formed.
knuckle. I don't think that's
Passing 800
going to cut
feet.
the mustard somehow. Nope. I think I've messed up. This might be a one... Might be. Oh.
Con, knuckle formed.
Right, where's it going? Okay, so I need to swing around this way.
Con sonar, lost contact.
Passing 800.
I'm going to straighten up and head towards the layer. So we know it's down there.
Passing 700
This thing will
feet.
be turning around. I'm going to start to commence a turn to pull.
Passing 600 feet.
There's a chance this thing's going to detect it and not me.
Passing 500 feet. Passing 400
Bouncing
feet.
through a noisemaker right now. Okay, looks like it's acquired me
Passing
again.
300.
Con sonar, we are
A little
cavitating.
disappointing, but okay.
Passing 200 feet.
Level off. Aggressively level off there. Let's see, can we see it? Oh, yes. Yes, we can.
Passing 100 feet. Con,
Knuckle it,
formed.
noisemaker it. This thing is very
Passing
slippery.
100
I have
feet.
a bad feeling about this. Yeah, I think so. Oops. Okay. 1-0 to the US Navy. Alright. Got a bit overconfident there. Let's go ahead and close that, and we're going to start that one again. Sunk by a Mark 48. I'm quite familiar with that. Okay, let's try that again. And we'll pop here. We'll Swift Shore. We'll accept that. We will remove all spearfish, although kind of just maybe just take one. I mean, you know, that wouldn't be so bad, right? One would be all I would need. Right, let's hit it.
Con sonar, new
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Let's see. Oh, I got another submarine contact again. Okay, what is this? It's a skipjack.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged
I don't
submarine.
think I fought a skipjack on a one-on-one, and this could be interesting. I can outdive him. I'm nearly as quick, and of course, he's got a skipjack, and those things are very capable submarines. Do not underestimate a skipjack. On the other hand, it's very easy to get utterly outclassed by one. I'm gonna... Yeah, he's actually turning. I can try and get in his baffles.
Come right to 270 helm I.
Doing 4 knots. We estimate he's 14,000 yards away.
Con helm, steady course.
He's turning towards me. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit on the map.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is cavitating.
Rapid change of vector there. And he's reducing his depth a little bit, but still staying below the layer. Okay. This is kind of coming right at me. I'm going to just do the whole
Come right to
head-on pass thing. I mean,
286 helm
what's the
I.
worst that happens, right?
Con helm, steady course.
Still 10,000 yards away. He's quite a distance. Now, for a Mark 48, 10,000 yards is not a big deal. He does have 1 wire versus I've got 2. There he is. 5,000 yards, okay. He still doesn't know that I'm there. Let's drop my speed to 0. Let's try just
Make turns for 0
It's
knots.
floating in the air.
Maneuvering high.
I'm making less noise and I can still detect him.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 189. Contact faded.
It's me just bobbing around. There he is. It's anything 4 knots. So yeah, interesting. He's not. Oh, that's bad. Oh, maybe that's not so bad. Okay, so he spun around. He might have got a bit of a whiff of something. And I haven't farted this time. But it's most definitely getting closer. Quite a menacing shape. Let's switch back to this view, I think. Okay. Slowing right down. Did he get a whiff of something? Okay, he's turning. If he presents his baffles, I should take a shot. And if I fire upon him, he's going to fire back. I know that's gonna happen. We are running this on accelerate time, and so he doesn't know where I am. He thinks I'm out here somewhere. Turning towards me. Still accelerate time, so he's really not moving very quickly. Accelerates. Still, he's doing a gentle left turn, sort of a Han Solo maneuver. Okay. I'm gonna get myself 1 knot of speed.
Make turns
Oh,
for
see, it
1
went up to
knots. Maneuvering
8
eye.
decibels on this towed array. So there's a... yeah... 9. He's very close to detecting me. Down to 8, 7, 9. Okay.
Make turns for 0 knots.
Let's
Maneuvering eye.
not move for a time. 9. I think he's going to detect me pretty much any second now. And then I'm going to have to run to flank speed. But I suppose we'll turn towards him.
Come right to 3, 4, 2. Helm eye.
So if I can use that great big body of mine to hide my my reactor from him as much as possible. It's 10 decibels. There's a good chance he's getting a bit of a hint here. I won't karate if I punch the throttle forward, which is nice. He will.
Come right to 0,
Oh yeah,
0,
you
2.
can definitely hear
Helm
me
eye.
now. Okay, so his passive 6 decibels, but his towed array is 13, so I think it's about now I want to make my move. I really don't want to fire upon him first, but I'm going to.
Make turns for 3, 2 knots. Maneuvering eye.
We're going to give him one of these.
Con sonar.
Okay, so he's
Launch
firing
transmit
2.
From Sierra 1. Con sonar. Con sonar. Torpedo
Okay.
in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 3.
That was
3,
rather uncalled
6.
for. He went active almost immediately on those torpedoes. That's bad, but okay.
Con sonar. Noisemaker. Bearing 3, 3, 5.
Going to start evasive action.
Con fire
Yeah, we
control,
lost the
we've
wall.
lost
That's
the wire.
fine.
Passing.
Give him a second
Make
one.
turns for 2, 0 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Okay.
Passing 600 feet.
Let's see if I can knuckle him. No, not yet. Not going quickly
Make
enough.
turns for 3, 2 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Let's present my
Passing 800 feet.
tail to him. So he's got 2 tigerfish on him, and I've got
Passing 900
2
feet.
Mark 48s on me as well. That's not
Passing 1,000 feet.
the nicest of
God,
exchanges,
knuckle
but he's close enough.
Passing 1,100
I
feet.
can offload these Mark 48s. Yeah, I've got 3 on me. Wow.
Passing 1,100 feet.
Did he fire 3?
Con,
He did.
knuckle formed. Passing 1,000 feet.
Right, well, let's see if I can offload 3
Passing 900
Mark
feet.
48s onto this bad boy.
Passing 800 feet.
I think that might have worked.
Passing 700 feet.
I think 2 of them might have decided to go for him rather than me, so I'm going to go ahead and reverse my turn,
Con, knuckle
get back
formed.
down to depth. He's got a whole bunch of torpedoes chasing him now. I think he's in big, big trouble. Or maybe not.
Passing 700 feet.
Those torpedoes, I think they headed for the surface.
Passing 800
Let's
feet.
take a look. Did. Look at that.
Passing 900
Oh, you're in a
feet.
boatload of trouble now, mister.
Passing 1,000 feet. Passing 1,100
Right.
feet.
Come
We
left
are going to
to
head in
1,
this direction.
1. Helm con sonar. Torpedo in
Okay,
the water.
that's
Torpedo in the
probably a
water.
tigerfish
Bearing
going
3,
for me.
5, 2.
Behind me. Yes, it is. Maybe 2. So we've just traded off torpedoes.
Con, helm, steady course.
what's happening is his torpedoes are going for him,
Con,
and mine are
Echo
going for
4.
me. Now, I would rather defeat 2 Tigerfish than 3 Mark 48s. No contest there.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 3, 2, 9.
But I'd rather not defeat anything. Is it just one chasing me? Well, that works for me. And I can do 33 knots to hit to my Tigerfish's 35. Yeah, so that's one. This is one Tigerfish pursuing me. It's this bad boy who didn't get the memo, but everything else is hunting him. So this is a Mark 48. 4 of them on you. If this isn't 1-all, I don't know what's going wrong. Now I want to avoid rapid depth changes.
0, 2.
Because if I reduce my depth and head towards the surface, there's a chance that one of these Mark 48s especially is be like, oh, I fancy a bit of this guy. And let's switch back to the map view. I don't have any eyes or ears on those Mark 48s. So I'm just going to have to run away. And there's no shame in running away. None whatsoever. I probably won't be able to outrun the Tigerfish, but I might, because it's only able to catch me at 3 knots. Right, well, just for the sake of it, I'm going to accelerate time. Be a long video if I don't.
Con, sonar, lost contact.
Right, there we
Sierra,
go.
1, last bearing, 0, 1, 0, contact breaking
Pretty
up.
quick impact on 3 of them now, and then the Tigerfish is like, oh, what should I go for now? Yeah, the Tigerfish needs to descend and take care of the threat. It's not really a threat now, is it? Let's face it. And I think the Tigerfish has the depth, at least in this mod, to hit the skipjack, which of course is a sinking wreck. Well, for the sake of it, I'm gonna keep this going so that you see I don't get killed by my own torpedo. In fact, it lost me. Right. Well, that's 1-all. So good. This Tigerfish is not going to detect me now. I've gotten out of range, which is good. And yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and conclude this. 1-all. We move to the decider. It will win the Tariff Wars. Right, same again. We don't want to Trafalgar. Do that. Swiftshore. Back in the Swiftshore. Let's remove all of the spearfish. And we will load Tigerfish. Go. Okay, let's hit it.
Con, sonar.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Okay. Nothing. Last bearing once it's something's in front of me, but we'll veer to the west.
Come left to 270.
I'll take a sip of water, I think. Now, the fact that we can't detect anything is a little worrying. Let's get above the layer. Let's head to about somewhere over 200 feet, I think. So we'll head above the layer.
Passing 400
I'll
feet.
accelerate time a little just in here because we don't want this video to be
Passing 300 feet.
forever.
Passing 200 feet.
Okay, contact 1. What is contact 1? It's a submarine. What do you know?
Con, sonar, new
No, it's
contact
not.
bearing, 3, 0, 1, designated Sierra 2.
It's a
Con,
blue
sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as biologic.
I think Sierra 2 is a surface contact, so Sierra 3 is also a surface contact. Okay.
Make depth 4 by feet. Dive by.
We'll identify those on the surface then, so let's get back up to depth. Now, the fact that I can't detect anything is very bad. It probably means that
Upscope. Con. Dive at 4 by feet. Dive by.
it possibly means it's something very nasty like a Los Angeles.
Con, sonar, master 2 is classified as merchant.
It's like a fishing. That's that's a Russian one, so I probably should. They clearly on the deck look like weapons. But we're not fighting the Russians today. Isn't that the truth?
Downscope.
Okay, so we don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't like this.
Come right to 325. Helm I.
But
Con sonar lost contact. Master 2. Last bearing 299.
Con helm. Steady course.
is that really a blue whale? Could it be anything else? I'm doubting it now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a blue whale. Yep, alright. Answers that then. Okay. So if that's a blue whale, where is our bad guy? So, zip below the layer.
Passing 100 feet.
Accelerate time.
Passing 200 feet. Passing 300 feet.
Okay, there's something. Sierra 4.
Con sonar regained contact on. Master 3. Bearing 309.
Sierra 4 on the nose. Oh, that's the narwhal. Ooh.
Con sonar Sierra 4 is classified as submerged submarine.
Well, now isn't that an interesting turn for the books? The narwhal.
Come right to 056. Helm
A very
I.
quiet boat.
Con sonar lost
Look at that.
contact. Sierra 4. Last bearing 310. Contact faded.
And a turn. I want to give him.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1. Last bearing 009. Contact faded.
I want to give my Todare the best chance of
Come left to 038. Helm I.
picking this thing up again.
Con helm. Steady course.
Nothing. This might be very bad news.
Make depth 150 feet. Dive I.
Con sonar new contact bearing
Whoa.
357. Designated Sierra 5.
Okay, that's probably another whale. They tend to appear in yeah, I think it's a humpback. Okay.
Con sonar Sierra 5 is classified as biologic.
Nothing on this narwhal.
Con, dive at 150 feet. Dive I. Passing 200 feet.
Drop below the layer
Passing
again.
300
Let's get
feet.
down to 500 feet.
Passing 400
Give or take.
feet.
So the narwhal does have a weakness. Well, it's actually got several weaknesses. It's not particularly quick. That is number one. I think it's 25 knots rated. And that's number one. Number two is it does not have aneroic coating. So it
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 5 bearing 351. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 5 bearing 35.
Come left to 019. Helm I.
Con sonar lost.
Con helm. Steady course.
That's not annoying.
Come left to 262. Helm I.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1 bearing 347.
okay, there we go. So
Con helm. Steady course.
it does not have aneroic coating, which means if I can point and get a sonar at it, it'll bounce back and I'll know where it is. But it does also carry the same weapons as the rest of the US fleet does. So it's got Mark 48s, and they are challenging, as we've seen. So, I was going to head towards it because the chances are it's heading towards me.
Come right to 297. Helm I.
Okay, and I'm going to pause.
Con helm. Steady course.
I'm going to pause the recording, otherwise this could be a very long video, so I'll be back when there's something more interesting going on. Well, some time has passed, and I got nothing. So I feel I now have a choice between launching a torpedo in the direction of the narwhal, hoping the wire stays attached so I can guide it towards a counter launch if that happens, or pinging actively. Neither of which are really ideal. But I don't want this to be a very long video or call it a draw, because I know I could. I suppose if I call it a draw then nobody wins, and that does kind of dovetail back into tariffs, but let's let's hit the active sonar. What could possibly go wrong?
Con sonar, switching to active
Oh,
search.
where'd you get down there, sunshine? Wow.
Come left to 2-5.
There you
6,
are.
Helm I.
Shoot 2-1. I
Con
Huh.
sonar, switching to
Make turns for 1-5.
I mean, I would say, what do
Maneuvering
you
eye.
know? But I guess when you know, you know.
passing 400 feet.
All right. Well,
con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 5, last bearing.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 1-5 knots.
okay. So I started to descend, and I thought, you know what? Let's get above the layer. So I'm running at 15 knots. That's the quickest I can run and keep the wire on my tigerfish. Fantastic. Now there's at least one Mark 48 heading my way, and I can't see it or detect it right now. We really do want to get above the layer. It's only moderate, but hey, it'll help. So I'll accelerate time for just a
Passing 400
few
feet.
seconds.
Passing 300 feet.
Still have.
Passing 200
Okay,
feet.
so I'm above the layer.
Rig ship for ultra
For what
quiet.
it's worth, I'm gonna reverse my turn.
Come right to 091. Helm I.
As you see, it's possible that he doesn't know where I am right now, and if that's the case,
Con sonar, regained contact on. Sierra 1, bearing 343.
his Mark 48 is heading towards where he anticipates I will be. Now, I don't see it changing course right now, so let's bump my speed up to 15 knots again.
Make turns for 1-5 knots. Maneuvering
If I can
eye.
get out of the way, and it's going to be a big if I can get out of the way here, this is going to help me a lot. Help me evade. Okay, so we've lost him, but he's in our baffles. Right, well,
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 1-5 knots.
bit of a wheeze, but we can see if it changes course from the view of our tigerfish. So let's accelerate time for just a few seconds till this thing goes past him. Yeah.
Con helm.
He hasn't
Steady
changed course. So I'm supposing that he's quite deep as well, that he is running away from me, and to be fair, he probably should. I'm above the layer, I'm a little hard to detect, I'm in his baffles right now. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of the way of the Mark 48's detection range, because
Come right to 107. Helm I.
3.5, 4,000 yards is 2 squares. Well, yeah, call it 2 squares, and I'm going to be maybe 1 square away. But I really do want to keep the wire on mine. Although,
Con helm. Steady course.
you know, let's just chance it. Let's run to flank.
Make turn.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
It's kind of boring constantly getting hit by Mark 48, so we'll run to flank speed.
Con sonar, lost contact. Con
There goes the
sonar,
wire.
torpedo in
Okay.
the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 200.
I think you fireball 1 as well. Right, let's head away from him.
Passing 200 feet.
Let's hit the deck. I think this torpedo will be climbing.
Passing 300 feet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Okay,
Passing 400
so we're going to
feet.
punch down as quickly as we can.
Con helm.
Passing
Yep,
500
so we figured out what we're doing. It's coming after us. Okay, we'll reverse that decision.
Passing 600 feet.
Let's head back towards the surface. Yeah, it's not happening. Okay. All right. Well, we tried. He's firing again at me, or possibly he's firing
Passing 600 feet.
at my tigerfish. So that tigerfish is probably a direct threat,
Passing 500
which is
feet.
nice. But then I've got this thing that's a direct threat to me. So we know he's spent
Passing 400 feet.
at least 2 torpedoes. Get my depth up to above the layer, just for what it's worth.
Passing 300.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
That's fine. Push the nose down. Yeah, above the layer, give or take. Let's
Passing 200
reload
feet.
that tube for what it's worth. Turn up,
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing
turn away from it.
203.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 3-2 knots.
Now, by turning away, we're going to increase how effective our knuckles are, and we're also extending its range away from, well, from everything really. I've got no chance of being able to get this torpedo to hunt the narwhal back. There's too much range between the two of us. And so running it out behind me, it takes me further away from anything else that's probably also following me. Now, if he's threatened by the tigerfish, he's probably going to have lost the wire on it. Let's see, how far away is it? It's 1,000 yards.
Torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Yeah, it's moving way quicker than the tigerfish.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
That tells you that my tigerfish is most definitely a threat.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 208.
Con,
Try a knuckle.
forward.
Alright, we broke the torpedoes. Lock on us. Still continuing in a straight line. And unfortunately, the torpedo's also turning to left.
Con, knuckle
So,
formed.
here it comes. Great. Basically, we haven't managed to increase the distance between us, so we'll get it back on our tail. Hard port.
Con, knuckle
Drop the
formed.
depth, and this time I'm going to try and slip below it. Switch back to
Passing
the view of
200
this. Okay,
feet.
there it goes. It's coming on my 6. Okay, it's turning the other way as well.
Con sonar,
Passing 300 feet.
con sonar, no longer
Would I
captivating.
really like it to turn to...
Passing
Oh,
400
we
feet.
got something in the distance.
Passing 500
Or at
feet.
least the torpedo blew up. Okay,
Passing
this thing's
600
getting
feet.
round on my tail. Going around, come around on my 6.
Passing 700 feet.
There's a chance that we're going to sneak
Passing
below
800
it,
feet.
straighten up.
Passing 900 feet.
I think we have.
Passing 1,000 feet.
And it's now going to orbit.
Passing 1,100
It's
feet.
going to circle. Nothing to orbit around, of course. But we'll
Passing 1,200 feet.
let ourselves sneak below the test depth. I didn't kill the narwhal then. It's still pinging actively. Right. So now we know there's another Mark 48 on the way, and it's possible it's still guided. So I don't want to slow down, because there's a part of me that would like, you know what, let's just quietly smooch around and not do anything. But I think this Mark 48, well, he's got a good idea where I was. So I'm going to go ahead and run west. I can see a little smudge in the distance, and tactically you won't be able to do this for real, but I'm pretty sure that it's a torpedo heading towards me. So we'll head west, like so. This torpedo to my northeast is going to detect me, if not this circle, but the next probably. So far nothing. When it does, it's going to hit the deck, and I'm going to, when it does detect me, I'm going to pull the nose up and head to get above the layer if I can. Right, so we're cracking on. I'm going to take a sip of water. Okay. Moment of truth. Let's see. Oh, it's not detected me yet. I'm surprised. I'm best part at 2,000 yards away. I would have thought it would have picked me up by now. It does look like that Mark 48 is nowhere near me, which is good. So I've actually accomplished what I wanted to do. So I'm happy with that. I still have to sink the narwhal though. If he's on the surface, I'll kill him with a harpoon. Okay, so we're now just over 2,000 yards. Let's see if the torpedo detects me. Nope. That's good. Quick burst to accelerate time. See if it detects me as it comes around again. Nothing. Okay, well that's wonderful news.
Rig ship for
I'm going to
ultra
go back to
quiet.
ultra quiet. We're going to take a good listen, see what's around there. Well, maybe, just maybe, we can find where he is. If he's on the surface, we'll get a harpoon loaded. Wonderful irony there. If I can make that happen, that'd be very, very good. Now detect this thing. The
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra
The
4,
torpedo, that
bearing
is.
176.
right now was at 1,000 feet.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 345. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 5, bearing 075.
Okay. I'm gonna pause the recording for just a second. Oh, he's got a good ping. He's got a good return on me.
Come left to 177 Helm I.
I'm gonna pause the recording, and I'll be right back with something else that's going on. I wonder if the Narwhal crew really meant to attack that humpback whale. He's coming right at me at 25 knots. So this isn't. I'm guessing he's damaged. That I might be. Well, I saw something blow up, and I'm supposing
Con Helm, steady
that
course.
it was him.
Come left to 171 Helm
We
I.
know he's getting a good return on me. 21 decibels with active sonar. And he's only 4,000 yards. I don't see him yet. You know, let's at least turn a little distance, a little ways away, and we'll get our depth up to match him a little closer. Turn on this bearing, 225.
Come right to 225 Helm I.
And he's what, about 1,000 foot maybe? So we'll bring my depth up. And if you look at the computer on the right hand side, yeah, so now our towed arrow is getting a return on him. So I'll cancel the turn. This is gonna help me get a better reading on him. 2,500, well, 2.7, 2,500 yards now. So we know he's close. Well, we believe he's close. Oh, why would the Narwhal be charging right at me? Well, I mean, maybe he's jammed at full power and his rudder's broken, maybe, but I don't think that would be the case. Well, 1,000 yards, are we still? He's that quiet. We don't have a good acoustics. Is he sinking slightly? Oh no, he might be. And if he is sinking, this is me giving him my broadside. There's bad news for terms of using a torpedo, because the torpedo's got to turn before it goes right at him. Don't like 800 yards. No. Well, there he is. But, well, there he is. I don't see him, though. Gosh. Oh, that's bad. Oh, wow.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering
Ooh.
I. Make turns for 3.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Okay. That was, I guess I should have expected that, really.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 4, bearing 341.
I mean, I really should have expected that.
Con sonar regained contact
Have one
on
of these, sunshine.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
And I don't know what else to do at this point. I think he's sinking anyway. Manually steering my torpedo around on a 6. This isn't going to end well for the Narwhal. Oh, another one on your 6.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 324. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 4, last bearing 317. Contact breaking up.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering I.
Right, well,
Passing 1,000 feet.
2 to 1. So US Navy 1, Royal Navy 2. So what do you know? Came out ahead. The Brits came out ahead, I should say. So I hope you got something from that, and I hope that you enjoyed this. And yeah, I guess there's not much else to say. That narwhal was a slippery customer, but he bought it in the end. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I do hope that you enjoyed this, and you know what to do if you have. I'll see you the next time. Thanks very much, everyone. Goodbye.